This week on the Austin Healey channel, the overriders get mounted, the wing mirrors get installed, and the hood frame gets put in place. As many of you know, the wing mirrors on these cars were not installed at the factory. They were installed at the dealerships. So we've ended up with wing mirrors all up and down, all the way from just above the wheel to all the way back here. I'm going to make a design decision based on what's called the rule of thirds. It's a composition technique actually in film, where you divide everything in threes, and where the lines cross are where it's most interesting. Anyway, it works really good in many aspects of design. How does this work? Well, I'm going to take the front fender, which is from here to here, and I've measured it, and it's 160 centimeters. I'm going to take a third of that, which is like 53 something, which is going to put it about right there. If you can see, it kind of lines up with the end of this and the end of the hood. So this is obviously a very important design point in general. It also puts it out in front of the windshield, so when the windshield folds up, it doesn't get in the way. So let me mark it out and I'll show you exactly. There we go. I don't think you can see that tiny little dot. That's where I'm gonna put it. Now I have to figure out where from the edge of the wing forward, how far over I need to put it. I thought I ought to show you the mirror I'm going to use. It's this one. It's a nice bullet shaped right there, beautiful curves, nice and chromy, very vintage looking. They come in both left and right. It depends on the shape of this. I think I'm going to come out 3 centimeters from the chrome strip, from the seam, and put it there. There we go, X marks the spot. And I have them for both sides. Let's go get a drill. Now, if you're squeamish, you might want to look away. This might get ugly. Oh, that hurts. Starting with a smaller hole. Before I mount the mirror, this is raw steel and it's going to be pretty exposed, even though it has a rubber gasket around it. So I'm going to use this clear pin to go through and add some protection on the cut I just made. This will hopefully help keep the rust at bay. I found some new overriders that have the profile for the BN1 style bumpers in them, but there seems to be a bit of a problem. They don't quite fit, so I'm going to have to, you know, trim it to fit, which is not what I want to do. I have to avoid getting it hot because that's going to, you know, discolor the chrome. I also have to get it, you know, nice and level. There is a rubber piece that goes in here, so it's going to allow me some margin of error. I just need to get it to fit and within that gap. Yeah, not the bumper came from one manufacturer, the overrider from another. Maybe if I had been able to order them from the same place, they would fit together, but this sucks. So after I trim it down, it's going to have a exposed steel edge. What I'm going to do is just put put some clear coat on that edge to protect it from rusting, and then the rubber thing. Yeah, so I also don't want to use like something that's going to generate a lot of heat, like a angle grinder. I'm going to use my dentist tool. It's more like a file, so it's not as abrasive. It's more cutting than abrasive. At least that's the plan. That should keep it cooler longer. I'll check the temperature often so we don't discolor it, but that would be bad. So I have to do all 4 of these. These little rubber things I leave long and then trim them off in place. Nice. That'll do. That fits nice. I hope this works. This one's longer. It's one that came originally with the car, but it might be off a later model. I went ahead and sandblasted and painted it. It is longer. It gives me that extra bit I need to put it on, but I'm not sure if it's going to work this way. This is smaller, which might not work. And yeah, before you ask, I had it pulled down all the way. There's some adjustment in here. It was out all the way. So let's see what we can do. So these old ones, even after I cleaned them up, didn't work. So my plan is to take these and extend them by cutting them off here and adding chunks from here and here, one on each side, and welding it all up. I don't know why this isn't fitting, but I have a welder and a grinder, so I can make it work. I tacked this over on the bench, and now I'm going to put it in place and make sure it fits. So I've softened the edges more than how it came. It came with some pretty hard lines, and you know, soft edges are nicer. I'm going to paint this to help protect it, because these invariably rot away. There we go, now I painted that, and I painted it black because I had black paint and it doesn't show.
If you want to come along on the ride as we complete this project, click the subscribe button. If you want YouTube to tell you every time there's a new video, click the alarm bell. Thanks for watching, and your support is very much appreciated.